Hare Krishna. Now we have Vraja Mandal Parikrama by Her Grace Padma Sakhi Mataji. Mataji, please take over. Thank you so much for everyday valuable information.
Thank you, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji. 1 minute, I am coming. I didn't expect class will be done very fast, so I was not ready.
Hare Krishna Padma Sakhi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. 1 minute. I'm so sorry. Last 1 minute, I'm coming.
Hare Krishna Padma Sakhi Mataji.
Preet Vilasni Mataji. Ayyo, where did this go?
That's fine, Mataji. Take your time. You have today 1 hour. So you not 1 hour, 40 minutes.
More than that also, Mataji.
40 minutes is there, na? Yeah, 7:17 only now. 7:17. You have time, so.
Today is Sunday, Mataji, so I can go at your ease. Hare Krishna.
Mataji, 9 o'clock. My Prabhu has a class. So before that. But anyways, we have good time. Okay. Sorry. Okay. We'll start. Okay, then we'll get started. So today we will be going to, from Nandagaon, we are going to Kokilavan. So on the way, we will see Terkadam and Yavat. So when we finish these two, then we are entering Kokilavan. So this picture is like, oh Lord. If you remember at Pavans, today I found these pictures, so just I saved them. Pavan Sarovar, I was telling there is a Bhajan Kutir of Sanatan Goswami and Akinchana Krishnadas Babaji, Prabhupada's god brother. He will go with his holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj and meet him. I was mentioning. So this is this Bhajan Kutir and he is Akinchana Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj. And at Pavan Sarovar, this is the well where Radharani, this is the place where she used to cook. And remember yesterday Nandagaon, day before yesterday, we have seen Asheshwar Mahadev, Lord Shiva. He was feeling very sad that he's not getting darshan of Krishna, and he goes down of Nanda Bhavan and he will be feeling bad at one place. So because he shed tears, there is Asheshwar Kund also, and there is temple also. This is the temple. This is that Kund. After this, today we will go to Terkadam. And we will take blessings of Radha Shyam Sundar, Gaurnitai, Krishna Balaram, and Vrinda Devi, Srila Prabhupada, all the Guru Vargas, and we will start going to Terkadam. So this is tree, very important tree in Terkadam. So we know Vrindavan, full Vrindavan, we have so many Kadamba trees. Like and Kadamba trees compared to Radharani because of the golden flowers. So this actually this tree is said to be the original tree during Krishna's time as well. The boys used to get their lunch in the cloth bag, not like today's bag, right? They used to bring in the cloth bag and they used to tie onto this tree. And Ter means calling. So Krishna is like calling, standing on this Kadamba tree. He would call cows, he would call gopis, he would call gopas, everybody. So it is said that Yashoda Maya would dress Krishna and she would send Krishna to this dress Krishna, and she will send with a heavy heart because she misses Krishna, but she'll send. And when Krishna comes here, he would be the first one to come. No friends. This first, he was the only one to come. And then he used to stand on top of this tree and call, Madhumangal, Sudama, Subal, Ojasvi, come, I already came. It's not nice without you. And all the boys would think, oh, Krishna, like Krishna will feel bored if we are not there. Krishna, and then immediately they all would run with their lunch bags and they would come here and they will tie their lunch bags to this tree and they all will play. And Krishna will do, like, he would call 3 times, one in the morning, afternoon and evening. When he comes in the morning, he will call for the gopas, like, come, come, come. And actually Krishna would bring here, and it is said that Nanda Maharaj has 9 lakh cows. And when Krishna comes here with that 9 lakh cows, he grouped the cows to 108 groups. And from 108 groups, there are subdivisions also. Subdivisions are based on the cow's color, uh, spots, like some have brown spots, some have black spots, and based on horns, some have round, like little round blunt horns, colored horns. So based on that, he would make different subdivisions of all the cows. And the cows also were here, and in the evening he would call, when they have to go back, Krishna will play his flute. And when he plays his flute, that is when all the cows would come. And some cows needed special attention, so they were not coming immediately, and they would come only after a long, like Krishna has to keep on calling, playing his flute. And Krishna used to have one pearl necklace. And whenever a group of cows come, like this, like one group is done, on every cow he used to take attendance by touching that pearl necklace on the cow's head. He will touch, like, that is his attendance. And Krishna's flute, Radharani would tease Krishna, saying that because it's made from bamboo, so she would say that bamboo is your father, rivers and lakes are your mother. You always are staying with them, because Krishna would never leave his flute, always holding the flute. Always holding the flute when he's taking bath, when he's sleeping. It is said that he has so many flutes, but there's a short flute called Venu. That was the flute he always used to hold for a longer time. Venu flute. And also that flute is said to be given by Brahmaji to Nanda Maharaj when Yashoda Maya was pregnant with Krishna. So that is there. And Ter Kadam been renovated, and now it looks like very nicely painted. Looks very nice. There's a kund also here. And see, if you see this cow, this picture, it looks like a cow. Horns and cow. So that's this kind of tree is also there in the courtyard of Ter Kadam. Oh, why did I keep this picture here? Sorry. Okay. So, and if we go in Ter Kadam, this picture is there. Like there's a small shrine, like a small temple, and this picture. So most of us know this famous story, but we will just do a small recap. So we know Goswamis are not they don't stay at one place thinking that they might get attached to this place. So they keep on going to different places. And it is said that Radharani will come personally and she will clean the place to make them comfortable. She used to make the place neat and she would clean. And that is why all the Goswamis had Bhajan Kutir. They all built because they didn't want to take service from Radharani. And we have seen at Radha Kund also, where Sanatan Goswami sees Radha and Krishna coming and helping Raghunath Das Goswami. So one time Rupa Goswami had a desire to make kheer and offer it and then feed it to Sanatan Goswami. But because he is from Goswamis, so how will they have the ingredients? Radharani herself, if you see in the picture, she comes like a little girl and she brings all the ingredients and she will say, Baba, my mom sent all these things. She's distributing all these things to Brahmanas. So, you please take it. And then Rupa Goswami will make prasadam like kheer prasadam with that, with all those ingredients, and he will take to Sanatan Goswami. And Sanatan Goswami, when he eats the prasadam, he will say that this doesn't take like, it tastes like any ordinary kheer. It tastes very divine. It's very, very special. So then immediately Rupa Goswami will explain the pastime. I mean, what all has happened. And Sanatan Goswami will understand the little girl who came was none other than Radharani herself. So in Ter Kadam, we will see. Ter Kadam is basically very quiet. Mostly every place is like that. But Ter Kadam, you'll see lot of beautiful pictures of different colored cows. Like Lali, they'll be written Lali, Kali. And here we'll see one phone also. Like, because on Gopashtami is when Krishna started taking care of cows. He got promoted from calves to cows. So this is the one they would just sit here on Gopashtami, Krishna and Balaram. We'll see that also in the courtyard of Ter Kadam. See, these are the cows. Lali, Gulabi. And we'll see Krishna Balaram deities also. And it said that Krishna, because in the afternoon, they all were eating here, all the gopas, and then they will share everything to Krishna, and Krishna loves butter, right? So he would play flute again, and all the gopis would come bringing butter to Krishna at this Ter Kadam. And we know Radharani comes to cook for Krishna. So next place we are going is Yavat. So she would come from Yavat also, because Yashoda Maya has requested Jatila if she can let Radharani come and cook for Krishna. So she would come. And when she's coming, Krishna is here. So what will Krishna do? Krishna will just teasing, naughty. He would make sure, like when he's milking the cows, he would make sure the milk goes and spills on the gopis, and then he used to tease like that. And one time it is said that Radharani loses her pearl necklace also here at Ter Kadam, and she starts finding for it. And the gopis actually were missing Krishna a lot, because they cannot stay without seeing him. When Krishna plays the flute and the calls for butter, they would just come happily, because they're missing Krishna. And that ways, at least they can see Krishna. So they would do that. And the cows also, as soon as Krishna calls, they would lick Krishna, showing their happiness. So all these pastimes happened here at Ter Kadam. So many Kadamba trees. See, from Ter Kadam, we can see Nandaga. And then we will go to Yavat. That is Ter Kadam. Then from Ter Kadamba, we are going to Yavat. So this is the view of how Yavat looks like. And in Yavat, these are the temples. Sorry, deity. Radha Kant deities. Very beautiful. I think this year I was seeing Yavat Parikrama pictures, and one eye is missing. Looks like they have to fix it. This was not this year's. But let's see how it is said when Radharani got married, her father, Vrishabhanu Maharaj, he built this palace for her. It's a huge, nice palace. This is the temple. And there is a Shaligram also. And this is Jatila, Kutila, and Abhimanyu's deities. Srimati Radharani's bed is also there. Okay. So we'll see some interesting pastimes. Here's a Kali picture. Okay, yes. So in the temple, we will see this Kali Krishna deity as well. If you remember, I was talking about Radha Shyam Sundar deity in not the Krishna Balaram Radha Shyam Sundar, but in the Parikrama, Shad Goswami temples. There is one famous deity. It's said that it's Prabhupada's one of Prabhupada's deity, Radha Shyam Sundar. That deity came from the heart of Radharani. Only that one deity that came from the heart of Radharani is Radha Shyam Sundar. I was telling in Kartik month, they will decorate this deity with different pastimes. So this is Radha Shyam Sundar. See, they decorated Krishna like Kali. They decorate him like dancer, barber, Kalki, Brahmin. If you get a chance, please go on Facebook and see every day this month. Very nice decorations, darshans. They'll tell all the pastimes in their YouTube channel. So, but this particular one that I'm showing on the screen is from Yavat. So, Yavat, actually how it initially the name of Yavat was Yava Vata. Vata is lot of banyan trees. Yava is that alta, the red color dye that they use to put on brides' hands and legs. So what happened, Krishna, actually Radharani got married to Abhimanyu, like how Dinabandhu Prabhu says, so-called husband, Abhimanyu. So it was Radharani's grandmother, Mukhara. She was the one who was rushing for like Radharani should get married to Krishna. Because it is said, I was hearing a couple of lectures and got this information. So it said because Kamsa, he was hearing a lot about Radharani and he wanted to kidnap her and take her away. So that was the reason Mukhara, she was rushing and it was an emergency wedding. So it said, His Grace Dinabandhu Prabhuji was explaining that Krishna also didn't know that Radharani was getting married and he was just walking on the streets and there was one man comes and he tells that, there's a famous big wedding happening. And Krishna asks, whose wedding? I don't know. Then they say, no, Radharani is getting married and he gives Luglu laddus. Those laddu he will give it to Krishna, and it is said that Krishna will in the courtyard of this Yavat, Krishna decorates Radharani's feet with that yava, that alta, that dye, and it is said that he has written on her feet like Krishna names, Krishna. That's how he decorated her feet. And His Holiness Indradumna Swami Maharaj explains the little dye, the little alta fell down and Krishna rubbed it to his chest, that color. So Yavavat got the name, that Yava, that dye. But slowly it became from Yavavat to Yavat. So Krishna, so Radharani used to stay here, and then Jatila, Kutila, and Abhimanyu were also here. So Jatila got her name from because she had big matted hair, Jata, that big matted hair. That's why her name is Jatila, and she's half blind. So one time what happens, why is this Kali Krishna? So most of us might know these pastimes, but we will still see. So one time what happens, if a person leaves, suppose a person sprays perfume or nice scents. So even when they leave, we still have that aroma in that area for some time. And if we know them particularly, so based on the smell, we can say like this so-and-so person, if you are used to that smell. So Krishna used to have nice aroma from his body. And one time Krishna comes to meet Radharani and he leaves. Then nice aroma was coming. So Kutila will identify, Radharani's sister-in-law, that nice smell is coming. I think this is from, none other than Krishna. So he'll go and complain to Jatila, saying, Radharani is talking to Krishna. She's spending time with Krishna. So like that she is telling, and then immediately Jatila comes and she opens the door. And immediately Krishna becomes Kali. And Radharani will be worshipping like Kali. And Krishna and Radharani will say, what is wrong with you? Will you not even let me do my worship properly? Will you not even let me worship my Kali properly? Then immediately Jatila will think, oh, I did an aparad. I have disturbed her puja. So Krishna became Kali here. And one time what happens, Krishna gets fever. Very, very bad fever. And his Yashoda Maya, she calls for a Vaidya to treat Krishna, but it was so bad, and Purnamasi will come, and Purnamasi will say that I know one mantra. If we recite that mantra, then our Krishna will become better. But I need the blessings of Surya Dev because it is related to Surya, and also I need the blessings of Yamuna because Yamuna is the daughter of Surya Bhagavan. So with these two blessings, then we can recite that mantra, and Krishna will become good. That's what she says. And all the gopis, they will say, like, I think Purnamasi, we have to do this. We have to do this. So then what happens? Immediately, they'll call. But she says that if I have to do that puja, that mantra, then the most chaste lady of Vrindavan has to come, and she has to take a pot of water from Yamuna all the way to Nandagaon, to Krishna's place. So in Vrindavan, everybody is chaste, but they want the purest of the pure. So that is Radharani. So what will happen then? All the gopis will come to Yamuna, including Radharani, Jatila, Kuttila, and all the gopis. So what will happen? Purnamasi will call her granddaughter Nandimukhi, and she will say, "You please go to our house and get the pot." So there's basically a golden color pot with 100 holes. So she says, whoever is the most chaste, they have to carry water in this pot, and they have to walk all the way till Nanda Bhavan, and the pot will be still full. The water is not leaking. And seeing that, all the gopis will think, how is this possible? Like, it's very difficult. How is that possible? So everybody will get scared, and then they step back. But then they call some gopis will come, and then they call Jatila will think, oh, maybe this is an easy task. Maybe when I keep on my head, the water is not going to leak. Like that she will think. And she tries. And then when she tries and becomes completely drenched in water, and she feels so embarrassed. Oh, what is this? Then am I not chaste? And then everybody will call Radharani. They all will call, and Radharani will step in, and then she'll take a pot and she keeps on her head, and not even a single drop is coming out of those holes. So Krishna did this kind of pastime because always Jatila Kuttila are chastising her because she's talking with Krishna, and so to prove her chastity, Krishna enacted this pastime. Another time, next to this place is Kokilavan, right? Kokilavan is a lot of cuckoo birds. So when she comes here, when one time Krishna comes to Yavat, and he will come on top of a tree, and he would like make sounds like cuckoo, like coo, 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 like that he used to make sounds. And then for Radharani, basically is giving signals to Radharani. But then Jatila would hear that, and she would think like, what is happening in the middle of the night? What kind of sounds are these? Like she would get very confused, and she will guard, like, who is this? Who is this? She will guard, and she would say, Radharani, you go inside and lock the door. Make sure that nobody comes. Just lock the door, go inside, sleep. Like that she would say, and she will be guarding, and she dozed off in the courtyard itself. And next day when her son comes in the morning, he will ask, like, what happened? Why are you sleeping here? And she was saying that, night some bird sounds were coming. I was just trying to guard. And then immediately her son will say, because Kokilavan is close by, maybe some cuckoo bird would have come and made that noise. So just don't worry. And in another instance, mostly known pastime, like one time Krishna comes to talk to Radharani secretly, and somehow Jatila will find out that Radharani is talking with somebody, and she will just open the door, and Krishna will jump from the window, and he will leave the place. Being half blinded, she was not sure of who was jumping, but she was sure that somebody has come and jumped. But she was doubting, maybe it is Krishna, and she was looking everywhere for some clue. Suddenly she finds Krishna's flute, because Krishna forgot his flute in a hurry, and Krishna's flute was like she in a hurry, and then she will say, now I found red-handedly that Krishna is here. Then immediately Lalita Sakhi will say, that flute is not Krishna's. And then Jatila will say, this flute is not Krishna's. Who else is playing flute here other than Krishna? How is that possible? Who will play flute? And then Lalita Sakhi will say, no, no, don't you know that there is a flute train there in whole of Vrindavan? It's raining flutes. Then she will say, how is that possible? How come a flute train come? But she will say, no, 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 just speak through the window. And Krishna, because his devotees said that, he has to fulfill it, right? So by Krishna's mercy, really there is lot of flute trains and so many flutes were falling down on the ground. Another pastime, Radharani was very sad and morose. She was feeling bad. She was missing. It said that Radharani would come on the dome, like in this temple. Where is that? Like she would come on top of the temple and she will look at Nanda Bhavan. It's missing Nanda Bhavan. She would come on top of the dome and look. So she was very sad and morose. So what will Krishna do? Krishna will come as a dancer. That picture should be there, like Shyam Sundar is dressed as dancer. I'll show maybe tomorrow. So he'll come as a dancer. Kalavati, who brings his Radharani has a friend called Kundalata. So Kundalata will bring Krishna as Kalavati. And then Radharani, but still is very sad. And Kalavati is, dancing. And Radharani gets so attracted, thinking that this lady is very simple. Sham color, like she has Shama color. So she was happy. And then she thought, like she wanted to gift something to Kalavati. And she got lots of dress and jewelry because Kalavati was not wearing that opulent dress she'll bring. And then she wanted Kalavati to change her dress right there, like then. And then Kalavati is not a girl, it's Krishna, right? So he was hesitating. No, 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 I don't want it now. And the gopis are saying, no, you change. Radharani wants you to change dress, change. And then they were like, trying to change the dress, and then soon realize it's none other than Krishna who came as a dancer, Kalavati, to make Radharani happy. She's sad, right? So that pastime also happened in Yavat. And one more pastime is Radharani, like Krishna goes in the box as jewels. So one day Yashoda Maya will be packing lots of gifts, kumkum, chandan, jewels, very precious gifts. And then Krishna just keeps walking. And he'll notice Yashoda Maya packing something. So he will ask, Maya, like what is happening? What are you packing? And Yashoda Maya will say that she's packing some precious gifts to her most favorite person. Then Krishna will expect, oh, who can be Maya's favorite person other than me? So maybe it's me. So he will ask, like, what are you packing? Then she will say, and he's like, all these things are not for me. And then he will think, Maya, are you packing for Balaram? And she says, no, I'm packing for somebody who is my favorite. And then he'll think, who is favorite? If it's not me and Balaram, then who is Maya's favorite? Then she will say it is for Radharani. And she will say Radharani's husband Abhimanyu is going to come. He's going to come here because he has a meeting with Nanda Maharaj. He had to discuss about something. And I packed all this as gifts to Radharani. And once they go to Radharani, and when Radharani opens them and she starts using them, her life will be full of brightness. It will be so happy. Like she'll have a very nice future. So like that she will tell. And then she'll be arranging everything. Meanwhile, Danishta Gopi will come and call Yashoda Maya, saying that a jeweler has come because she has ordered a crown for Krishna. A jeweler has come and he wants to talk to you. So she will say Danishta Gopi to take care of the box, and she'll say, like, you take care of the box and I will go talk to him. And meanwhile, if Abhimanyu comes, give this box. So saying that, she will leave. And Danishta Gopi, like she was busy with something, she just moves around, like goes maybe for a few seconds or minutes, and then Krishna immediately goes inside the box. And then Abhimanyu came, the meeting is done. So Mother Yashoda will say, like, this is the box, please give the box and also my message. What was her message? That once she opens this box and she starts using it, her life is going to be bright and happy. So Abhimanyu will carry it on his head, and it was very, very heavy. the box was so heavy, and it is said he was getting goosebumps because Krishna is there. He was getting goosebumps and he was feeling ecstatic. And then he goes and he will say to Jatila Kutila that, see, wow, today I got lots of gifts. Yashoda Mai has given me so many gifts. And so then Jatila will think, my son brought lot of gifts to Radharani. So maybe now Radharani will be impressed with my son. So he will go and then he will ask, where is Radharani? So Yashoda, Jatila will say, oh, Radharani is in her bedroom with her gopis, just drenching in the love of her gopis, and they're just spending time. So Jatila will actually order Radharani that she should not come outside for 3 days and she should be just confined to the room. So Radharani is staying. That's why all the gopis are there. Then Krishna will, Abhimanyu will go and he will open the door and he will also say the message. What he says, Yashoda Maya sent all these gifts to you, and she said, once you start using this, your life is going to be happy and bright. He says the message and closes the door. And then what will happen? The gopis will start saying, oh, Radhe, we will open this box because everybody wants you to use the things in the box. Yashoda Maya wants you to use, Jatila wants you to use, Kutila wants you to use, your husband wants you to use. So let's open and see what is there. And as soon as they open, they will see Krishna. So when they see Krishna, immediately the gopis will start saying that, oh Krishna, you are always a prankster. You trick us. So you stole all the gifts that Yashoda Maya has sent to Radharani and you got in this box. And then Krishna will say, no, what stealing? I didn't steal anything. I was just, entering the box to take rest. Just for a few minutes. And then meanwhile, Danishta Gopi closed the box and Abhimanyu carried me. I didn't do anything. And then they will say, like, where are the jewels? Because Krishna removed all the jewels and he was sleeping in the box. So then where are the jewels? You are a stealer. You stole it. Then Krishna will say, do you remember what Yashoda said? Yashoda said that you have to, once you start using this, your life will be bright and happy and colorful with no problems. Remember, she said that? So that's why I came. So she sent me. She sent me so that your life will be bright. So there was an argument there. And then all the gopis will leave Radha and Krishna in the room, and they all will go outside. So thereby leaving Radha and Krishna to have nice pastimes and spend time with each other. So that also happened in Yavat. Very, very deep pastimes, but it's a very beautiful place. Yavat, very nice temple. Actually, His Grace Dinabandhu Prabhu says this Radha Kanti tea at Yavat is his favorite Radharani. Her eyes and her face. He says he likes them a lot. So this is about Yavat, and maybe tomorrow we will go to, it's 8:50. We will go to Kokilavan, and maybe a few more pastimes at Yavat we will see tomorrow. And we can see a video if you're all okay. Thank you all so much. Shri Shri Vrindavan Dham ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Vastuna coming. Mataji, can you stop live?
Yes, Mataji. Thank you so much for a beautiful session.